What's up, peoples? We are officially moved into the new office, which is still under development. Walls still need to be painted and stuff. And, today we're going to do a simple video, go over some projects from private servers that are actually piqued my interest. One of which seems to be more sketchy than all the others, but we'll get to that. But before we start, I gotta do the thing. If you like this type of content and want to see more gaming content from WoW, Final Fantasy, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel and ring the notification bell to get notified when I post content. It's a simple thing to do, and it helps me out a lot in the long run. Also, check out the Twitch channel, linked in the description down below, where I stream MMO content on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Sundays. Now let's get to talking about these projects that piqued my curiosity that are coming soon. The first project I want to talk about is Whitemane Cataclysm. The server is interesting in the fact that it's a fresh Cataclysm server, which we haven't seen in a while. This project seems promising on the surface for many reasons. With the release of Lich King Classic, it's no secret that Lich King private servers have taken hits to their populations, which in my opinion doesn't mean that all Wrath of the Lich King private servers will die. My take on it is that Lich King servers will probably bounce back once Phase 4 of Lich King rolls out on Classic servers. But moving forward, I do think it's time for the private server community to shift focus to other expansions, MOPPA and Legion being great expansions that should be a good move for private servers. I don't think WoD and BFA or even Shadowlands should be considered, as those are very low points in the game in my opinion. But back to the topic of Whitemane. Whitemane is a fresh Cataclysm server that will be dropping in early March. Initially was set to release in February, but was delayed. This delay was due to development issues, I believe, which glad that they had the integrity to push the server back to fix some issues. The server features increased XP rates, which are 3x until level 60, 2x from 80 to 85. Notice how I didn't say 61 through 79. That's because of an interesting feature Whitemane team has concocted. At level 60, there will be a quest that takes you from 60 to 80, and you skip all the Outland and Lich King content. In Discord, the gear situation was brought up with the level skip, and the team said that you will get gear appropriate to your item level. The Whitemane team also said that skills will be auto-learned, which in my opinion is a huge win, as well as claiming that Living Breathing support team will answer tickets, also a win. You will also have the ability to do racial shifts, which means you can play any race, any class you want without worrying about min-maxing, which is great for people that want to play a troll enhancement shaman and not worry about the axe mastery. The team is also taking a hard stance on GDKP, gold selling and buying, botting, and ninja looting. These are all bannable offenses, which I hope they just stick to and abide by and don't play favorites with people that maybe have donated in the past on their other servers. But ultimately, I personally do have, some reservations about playing on Whitemane. The team in the past has had some weird shadings with their Lich King servers, and I do have to bring up the failed Project Synergy they did with the Sunwell team as well, which was a progressive Lich King server to compete with Warmane's Frostmourne server, which ultimately ended up failing. Ultimately, I'll be giving this server a chance because it does seem promising, and I do want to try something new that's not just another Lich King server. The next project I want to talk about is Stormforge's Burning Crusade server, which, yes, I know it contradicts everything I said about the private server community needing to move on to more modern expansions, but hey, this is my channel and I make the rules, so we're going to be talking about this. Since the Burning Crusade Classic ended and Classic servers shifted to Wrath of the Lich King, there's been a void in the Burning Crusade scene. Sunstrider and Endless both being dead servers now as they fully progressed, and the cores they use still having bugs and other issues. I think Stormforge's Burning Crusade server seems very promising, as it will be built on the tried and true Atlantis core. Not much is known about this server at the moment, as the Stormforge team hasn't said much as far as I'm aware of, but Stormforge had a banger of a MOP server that just progressed to Siege of Orgrimmar, and I do think the team will do the Burning Crusade a good service. I'm hoping the server doesn't have a high XP rate, which I doubt the team will do, and I think that they'll probably do a maximum of 5x, which is still a huge amount for the Burning Crusade. The Stormforge team did implement a cash shop on the Mistblade MOP servers, which isn't the end of the world, as it only features cosmetics and some XP and level boosting services, which isn't a huge thing, especially since it doesn't affect endgame that much. But due to how the Burning Crusade has a much lower level cap and leveling doesn't take that long from 1 through 70, I doubt they'll implement a cash shop with XP bonuses, but time will tell what this server will bring. While on the topic of Burning Crusade servers, I do want to mention a project that I think should be avoided at all costs, and I'm not even going to show their website just because I don't want to give that server free publicity, and that's Moonwell RU. And it's a Russian server, which in my opinion is poorly managed. They have a predatory cash shop, which allows you to not only buy gold, but also allows you to pay to have your account unbanned, which is insane to me. And if that's not a screaming crimson flag, I don't know what is. The next project we gotta talk about is the Helios MOP server, which isn't a fresh server, but will be a progression into MOP from the Apollo Kata servers. The server will launch with the initial MOP release patch and content and gradually progress to the future patches for MOP. While the Twin Star team does take their time with content and do the community justice, I am skeptical about the longevity of this server, as they're only progressing into MOP, which means that people will already have geared out tunes and tons of gold. So the fresh player coming in, you'll be at a disadvantage, and in my opinion is very off-putting. And I don't think I'll be checking out this project, but I just had to mention it just in case you do want to. The server will feature a 1x Blizz-like experience until the first person reaches 90, which will transition into a 3x server. This server is targeted to those people who played on Apollo and have 85s and that are going to be ported over. And ultimately, I did decide not to check out this server. If you're interested in checking it out, it's a progressive MOP experience, and if you don't mind being at a disadvantage in the things that I mentioned above, then this server is for you. Final upcoming project, you guessed it, is one that I come back to every year and somehow manage to quit before phase 4, or my guild falls apart, or something happens like Lich King Classic coming out. And the server that we're talking about is Warmane's Frostmourne seasonal server, which not much is known yet about it or what season 4 will bring us, or even if they're going to do another season. But all signs so far are pointing to yes, they're going to do it. If prior seasons are anything to go off of, we'll probably be getting time walking raids, gear catch up, or even possibly more mythic dungeons. As well as the adjustable XP rate for those who want to slow down and enjoy the leveling experience, who I don't know wants to do that during the Wrath of Lich King expansion, but whatever, more power to you. The Warmane team over the last few years has done an amazing job with hosting and running the Frostmourne seasonal server, barring the server first drama from the beginning of season 3. This time around, I'll be doing everything in my power to complete LOD or even just kill Lich King. So, you know, you're going to be checking that out, and for sure, just going to be putting out some content on this server. So yeah, guys, those are some of the projects coming soon that I think are either interesting or worth checking out. I'll be checking out most of these servers that I mentioned and doing a couple of review videos. So be sure to keep an eye out for when those videos drop, or even better, to make sure you're notified when those videos drop, make sure you ring the notification bell below and get subscribed. I know this is a quick video, but with limited information on these projects, we'll just have to wait and see what happens when they release. But let me know if you have any suggestions for other servers in the comments below that I should try or even take a look at. If you're interested in some of these servers mentioned below, just let me know and maybe we can get something going together. Until next time, guys, see ya.